Hi guys, please subscribe to this channel and like the video to support my project, and we are starting a new adventure. Today we will walk along another Kyiv botanical garden named after Hryshko and look at the blooming lilac. Of course, not only the lilac can be seen in this garden. Also in May you can see rhododendrons, azaleas, peonies, chestnuts, and we will see them in this video. But the lilac alley is most popular here in spring. The idea of creating this botanical garden was born in the fall of 1918 when the National Academy of Science was created. Among its institutions was the Botanical Garden. Its scientific foundations were developed by the works of the world-famous florist, traveler, and connoisseur of the World Botanical Gardens, one of the first presidents of the Ukrainian Academy of Science, Vladimir Lipsky. He substantiated the idea of such botanical garden and developed a detailed construction plan. At that time, it was planned to create a botanical garden on the basis of the Golosyevsky forest, and Lipsky was supposed to be its director. But in 1928, Lipsky moved to Odessa, where until the end of his life, he headed the botanical garden of Odessa University. After Lipsky left for Odessa, the issue of building a new botanical garden was repeatedly raised by the no less famous botanist, academician Alexander Fomin. With the transfer of the capital of Ukraine from Kharkiv to Kyiv on September 22, 1935, the government approved the decision of the city council to build a botanical garden and allocate a plot of land for this purpose with an area of 117 hectares on Zvirinets, on the site of Zvirinets powder warehouse destroyed by an explosion in June 1918. The construction of the botanical garden began in the autumn of 1935. Soon the construction plan was approved. In the first years of the construction of the botanical garden, Lipsky was appointed scientific consultant, and after his death, the scientific leadership was entrusted to the professor of the Kyiv Forestry Institute, Walter Schmidt, who served as a director of the botanical garden part-time. After academician Nikolai Hryshko was elected director of the Institute of Botany, Yakov Gotzik was appointed director to the botanical garden. For the first time, he raised the issue of granting the botanical garden the status of an independent institution. During construction, there were difficulties with financing, but despite this, before the outbreak of Second World War, they collected about 1,050 species of plants in the open air and almost 1,000 greenhouse plants. A separate building for scientific laboratories was also built. Now, the Department of New Cultures operates in this building. During the temporary occupation of Kyiv by the troops of Nazi Germany, most of the collections were lost. Immediately after the liberation of Kyiv, the restoration of the botanical garden began and construction continued. In 1944, the botanical garden was headed by Nikolai Hryshko. After the war, expeditions and scientific trips began to be organized to accumulate and form plant collections. Plants were collected from all over the world. As a result, a unique botanical garden was created. In the period from 1958 to 1965, the staff of the botanical garden was headed by Doctor of Biological Science Evhen Kondratyuk. At this stage, more attention was paid to the improvement and preparation of the botanical garden for mass visit. On May 29, 1964, the Botanical Garden was opened to visitors. One of the most popular and famous places in the garden is Lilac Alley. There are about 100 varieties of lilac in the park. It is the lilac that is the base of this botanical garden. The creation of the Lilac Alley began in 1948. Now you can see about 1,500 lilac bushes here. And from the hills where the Lilac Alley is located, opens a stunning view of Kyiv and the Vydubychi Monastery. The ancient Greeks had a legend. Once a young god of forest and meadows, Pan, met the beautiful nymph Syringa and fell in love with her. He decided to speak to the nymph, but she got scared and ran away. The Pan ran after her, but suddenly Syringa turned into a bush with fragrant purple flowers, hence the scientific name of the tree named Syringa. The official biological name of Lilac comes from the word syrinx, which in Greek translates as pipe. From a trunk or a branch of lilac, we can make a pipe, a flute taken out a soft core from it. According to Greek myths, the first flute was made by Pan from a reed into which Syringa, who was running away from him, turned. And the legends of Scandinavia says that the goddess of spring created flowers on earth together with the god of the sun and his wife Iris, Rainbow. But after they had only a purple color, they decided to create an amazing lilac bush. Beautiful legends like these flowers themselves. And we will continue our walk in the park. hope you liked our walking tour and this beautiful park. And that's all for today. I thank you for your attention. Please subscribe to my channel and like the video. And see you in the new interesting places.